This is proof that nothing is impossible with God. In Mark 9:23, the Bible says, "If you can," said Jesus, "everything is possible for one who believes." And Jesus, when he healed people, when he healed the sick, the crippled, he said, "By your faith, it is done to you." So by your belief in Jesus, by your belief in God, to one who believes, anything is possible. You don't have enough belief yet. You don't have enough faith. And that's why it's taking longer. That's why God still has to prune you. That's why God still has to take his time with you so that you'll be ready, because you don't have enough faith. You don't believe enough. Everything you want could be yours right now. Everything you want in life could be yours. The goals, the ambitions, the things that you want, the partner you want. Everything is possible for one who believes, but you keep telling yourself that's not possible. I can't do that. You're listening to the world that tells you to limit yourself instead of being who God calls you to be. The world tells you to live for your flesh instead of living for your spirit. But when you live for the spirit, that's when God can do the work that he needs to do in your life. But you have to surrender. God isn't just going to force you to do these things. God isn't just going to force you to live in obedience, because faith without works is dead. So belief without putting work behind it, meaning you believe in God, but what are you showing him to show him that you believe, that is true, that you have your faith? Faith alone is not going to give you salvation. Salvation is a gift that you receive from Jesus on the cross, the mercy of God. That is something that we cannot give ourselves. But when we put our faith in Jesus Christ, he will lead us down the narrow path that will guide us to the person that he called us to be. But just because you follow Jesus doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Yes, it will be tribulation. There will be things and periods where you want to question God, because even the disciples who were with Jesus every day and saw him commit miracles, they were questioning him. They doubted, because we are humans. We're wicked. We don't have the faith, but God gives us the strength. God gives us the wisdom. God gives us the tools that we need in order to build our faith up. Because in James 1 verses 2-4, the Bible says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, when you face trials of many kinds, because these trials are for the perseverance, and that so your faith may be built up." Because if God brings you to a new level, you're going to need a new level of faith in order to get through it, because things are going to happen that are outside of your control, and you need to be able to lean on God instead of leaning on yourself. That's the importance of having belief and faith in God, because as Jesus himself said, "By your faith, it is done to you."